Hey viewers, I am Max from JAMmoviereviews to the Max, and this is my review of Cop Out. I just saw this earlier today, and I'm really excited because I love Tracy Morgan, and pretty much the whole cast is pretty good with Sean William Scott, Bruce Willis, Kevin Pollak, and Adam Brody. Um, yeah, I was really excited for this because I'm a huge fan of 30 Rock, and also a huge fan of the director Kevin Smith. And I have to say this wasn't a disappointment, but here I'll do the summary. Um, it's about two cops who have a weird relationship, kind of a goofy relationship. We haven't seen that before. Well, basically, Bruce Willis has a daughter, and he wants to be like the great father he is and pay for his daughter's wedding, but he doesn't have enough because he's a cop and they don't make a lot of money. And so he tries to sell this baseball card that's really like rare, or I don't know, it's worth like $80,000. So he's about to do that, and he gets tasered by Sean William Scott, and basically he steals the card, and it's the whole thing is about a search for this card, and there's different things that happen to the card that make it hard for them to get to, and it deals with like drug lords and like people in trunks of cars and stuff. Okay, yeah. The thing I like this movie, kind of. There was a lot of flaws, but there were a lot of upsides. One upside was Tracy Morgan, who I love. He had not the best script to work with, but every joke he made that goofy face and that goofy voice that made it work for me, and I was laughing at half of those bad jokes that he had. Something bad with like what I said was the writing was it was not consistent with the jokes. Like, some were funny, but some were really immature and stupid. Um, the cast was actually pretty good. I liked the team, Kevin Pollak and Adam Brody. I thought that was kind of funny. They were just kind of the villains or not the villains, the enemies of Tracy Morgan and Bruce Willis. But I didn't really like the relationship between Bruce Willis and Tracy Morgan. I felt it just felt kind of forced at sometimes, but sometimes it felt like they knew each other for a long time, and like, I don't know. There's one joke that really pissed me off though. I haven't seen this movie. This was about a month ago. From Paris with Love, starring John Travolta. And in that movie, I saw the trailer, and they refer to Royale with cheese, which is, of course, Travolta's famous conversation with Samuel Jackson about quarter pound, the McDonald's thing. And they say it in From Paris with Love, which really makes me pissed off because, yes, he's in that, but yes, this is that looks like such a bad movie, and they're just doing that to make a cheap joke. And Cop Out does the same exact thing, because there's a scene where Tracy Morgan just starts doing famous cop movie lines like Training Day, King Kong has nothing on me, and stuff like that, all that stuff. And then he goes, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. And then Bruce Willis, after everyone, he guesses the movie that he's referring to. And after that one, he goes, I've never seen that movie. And of course, that's from Die Hard. And it just really felt like a low, cheap-ass joke by the writers. That was just really bad. It was just such in bad taste. God, that joke just pissed me off. Okay, but Kevin Smith, I think his last good movie was Clerks 2. He's made some really cheap chick flicks, like Jersey Girl and that other one, Catch and Release. This one is it's at least better than those, but it's not. It's kind of average. I'm gonna give it 2.5 because yes, the performances are pretty funny, except for Bruce Willis, but the writing is really weak, and some things just felt a little too over the top. Yeah, so that's my review of Cop Out.